cover-up.
For the next 2 weeks, environmental researchers will be testing the soil and groundwater at one of the most polluted sites in Florida. The old dry cleaners on Palmetto Avenue in downtown Sanford is listed as a federal Superfund site. And the testers told Channel 9's Bianca Castro the worst-case scenario is that the people who live or work near that site could get very sick.
When Barbara Farrell bought this building right next to the old dry cleaners, she had the ground tested for contamination. It passed, but that was 18 years ago.
I'm concerned now because I'm thinking what's flowing underneath this building.
And that's what these environmental researchers contracted by the EPA are working to find out. They will collect groundwater and soil samples behind the old dry cleaners, where a cancer-causing chemical found in dry cleaning solvents was dumped sometime when the cleaners was in operation from the 1940s to 2001. They'll test up to 300 feet towards Lake Monroe to create a contamination map. The testing will then tell them whether there is a potential health risk.
Exposure can come from either drinking the affected water or by touching the affected soil. Worst case scenario, though, is that vapors from the chemicals have reached the air we breathe.
The vapors from the contaminants could potentially come up through the floors of those buildings, and people could be exposed to vapors.
There are no drinking water wells in the area, and earlier tests by the state show contamination has not reached the Florida aquifer, about 80 to 90 feet below the surface. Farrell hopes her building is in the clear and is ready to see the mess next door cleaned up.
I'm looking forward to changes when that gets done, big changes.
Bianca Castro, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Now, the federal government will pay for all the investigative and cleanup costs, which could be in the millions. Officials will do 2 more rounds of tests before they begin the cleanup process in September of 2012. New at 6, we learned this 34-year-old tradition